Yeah. So thank you so much for coming this morning. I think I would like to thank CPW Association and the support which has come all the way, and also our team who has always been the backbone of what I'm merely a representation of our team and the CPW Association who is here. Without this, I think HappyChops wouldn't have been possible. So I'll just tell you a story. The original, so when we started TenderCuts in 2015, 2016, what you see as TenderCuts today in the last 5-6 years, what we have built was not the original idea. The original idea was HappyChops, right? So we wanted to actually work with the local meat shops ecosystem and build something which is very robust, more like a smart store, make them online. So all these things was the objectives at that point of time. But for various reasons in 2016, we couldn't establish that because the market was not ready. Online businesses were just getting there. I think you must know Swiggy, Zomato were just getting there. So penetration was not there. So it's always very important to understand that though you can launch anything and everything, but if the timing is not right, nobody is going to take that, right? If you go back in 2016, யார் மீட் ஆர்டர் பண்ணுவாங்க ஆன்லைனில், that was how things were. But within 5 years, 6 years, look at what has changed around us. People are using QR code to make payments. I think 5 years back, if you would have asked somebody whether QR code based payments would have been there, digital payments would have come, I think all of us would not have agreed to the extent of what it is. Some of us would have agreed. And same is going to be online. So if you look at what is next 5 years down the line, I think 1 in every 3 orders will be online. And that's because customers are getting more and more into convenience. They are getting everything at home, right? Right from your simplest thing like your food to all the way to your grocery to your clothing to even gold, people are ordering online, right? And meat is something which is like every week or every 3-4 days in a week kind of a purchase, and this is like a perfect thing. So what we have built in TenderCuts, so I'll just make a small presentation. Can I have the presentation live? I'll make a small presentation. I'll just show you what is HappyChops, and we'll also talk about why HappyChops, what TenderCuts is, right? So we're going to talk really, How do you spend money? Will you buy Semia Payasam, or will you buy a mutton biryani? Obviously, people who are non-vegetarians would probably say, this is my feast time and that is what I'm going to do, right? So that is what is clearly going up. So if you look at this graph, right, 4 kg is the per capita consumption in India today. Only 4 kgs. That means per year, per person on an average consumes just 4 kgs. 4 kg down, just 4 kgs is what they consume. Whereas the global average is 35 kgs per year. So it is 10 times higher. And every country which has grown, the first growth comes on meat consumption only. So even in India, I think we will start seeing it. See, in 2021, it was a 50 billion industry. Now it is going to 90 billion, right? So it's already 50 billion is 4 lakh crores. From 4 lakh crores, it's going to become 8 lakh crores. That's going to be a massive shift, and the shift is not going to happen because of anything else. The friend or you or your behavior, if you're a non-vegetarian, your behavior, instead of eating weekly once, if you eat weekly twice, it's going to change. Because if somebody is consuming 4 kg on a yearly basis, what does it mean? 4 kg on a yearly basis is very, very small, right? It's almost like 300 grams per month. That's it. Whereas every time you have 4 pieces to 5 pieces of chicken, you're going to have 400 grams on that time, right? I mean, probably in that one single day, you can consume 400 grams. So we are talking about 4 kgs now, which is going to grow up to 35 kgs. It's a massive, massive thing. So that's the big advantage. But let us take a look at who the customer is, right? So there are customers who are premium customers, who are affluent, who wants to give pricing, who wants to pay a little bit more money. All these things are premium customers. So we created the brand TenderCuts 6-7 years back to focus on these customers. But what's happening? Even today, 95% of the market goes to your local meat shops. Now, if you go to the local meat shops, they have their challenges. Online is not there. Product offerings like marinades is not there. So we want to actually make these stores and make these things. So the larger base of 46 billion is what we are clearly targeting in HappyChops. And if you look at a local meat shop, today I think they have limited SKUs, right? It could be just chicken. Some people might sell just chicken and mutton. Some people might sell chicken, mutton, seafood, but very, very few people sell that. But most of them they don't have value-added products or marinades or so and so, right? So that is what we are trying to bring. We are trying to make each of the store by giving them better opportunities, better product lines to sell. Second is it's always retail, right? For the most part, online is still not there. We want to make it omni-channel. So for example, if someone is placing an order from the app, they can go to the store and pick it up, so they can avoid the queue. Or they can place an order using your phone and get it delivered at home if you don't want to come. So it also increases the business for each and every retailer. Because as I said, 6-7 years back, nobody thought 1 in 3 payments will be from QR code. Today, I think all of people who are running retail, 25% of payment are coming in digital. That was never the case 5 years back. I'm not talking about 25 years back. It's just 5 years. At that time also internet was still there, right? 5 years back. But just imagine what's going to happen in the next 3 years. 1 in 3 transactions will be online, right? So that's the tech which we are bringing. And supply today, we are working closely with CPWA and the association to build a supply chain. So today what's happening is each of the retailer is calling them, doing them. We are building a tech which will enable the retailers to enable these supply chain much swifter and faster. Then the last one is working capital support. So today I think the industry needs capital to grow. Let's say if you have a store, you need capital to grow. So today one of our shareholders is already NABARD. So we have already been speaking to them, the government of India, NABARD. We will very soon launch working capital schemes for CPWA and the rest of the people to improve their working capital. So these are some things we are also. So these are the things which we will bring. So if you look at a HappyChops powered store versus a regular store, these are the key differences which we are going to bring in. So we launched it 2.5 months back. We already have close to 100 people who are live in Chennai. So I'll just give you a comparison, right? 100 people in Chennai means today I think this is the largest network of stores which is there in anywhere in India. So today if there is a network of 100 people coming together and launch something in last 60-70 days, I think this is the first and the only kind in India. And thanks to the CPW association, without them I don't think this would have been possible. So it's a very mutual kind of a process where we are enabling. So at TenderCuts, we understand customer, online, we understand tech, whereas CPW understands the supply, understands the retail. So it's a very inclusive growth, right? Every time a corporate launches something, every time you will see that, okay, they are just going to launch something and somebody's some middleman cutting or something. But this is one story where everybody gets there, right? Whether it is the retailer or the distributor or the farmer, it's a very inclusive growth story, and we are very happy and privileged and proud to be standing here in front of all of you. And this is like one of the first kind in India to launch something like this at this scale, and 100 is just the start. So I think in the next 3 to 6 months, we should be able to get to at least 700 to 1,000 locations all across Tamil Nadu and rest of South India is the goal of the company. So this is like a very revolutionary thing for the small retailers to probably get all the capabilities what what brands like TenderCuts or the other competition possesses. The biggest difference between a small retail store and a large company is online product innovation. So we as a company, whatever we created with the association of CPWA, we are trying to integrate and scale this in Chennai, and we will also launch in other cities. So that's been the journey. Journey has been very rewarding. We already have started seeing customers getting adopted. We are seeing retail partners getting adopted. We will also play you some of the testimonials from real life retail partners. They are seeing improvement in businesses. They are seeing improvement in customer experiences. So we will play you a couple of videos of some of the testimonials, and then can we play now? Yeah. So these are, so what you see, I think you would have seen some of the posters behind you or in the side. Those are real life partners. Those are partners or retail shop owners who have started working with us for the last 2-3 months, and you will see one of them here.
என் பேர்